Worship leaders and worship musicians, I love when people write original worship songs for their home communities. I think it's one of the most fulfilling things that you can do in music and that you can give to people. I also know that it's hard, that it takes time and you make a lot of mistakes along the way. I've learned that from experience. But because I've been doing it for so long, I knew that I could help people avoid some of the mistakes that I've made over the years and get to their goals faster. That's why I'm proud to introduce my new online course, Deeper Worship Lyrics, designed specifically for the worship songwriter. So maybe you were like me, you're unsatisfied with what's out there. Now that doesn't mean that you think everything else is junk, right? Every other worship song out there is junk. Far from it. If you're unsatisfied, that probably means that you're supposed to be writing. Or maybe you feel like other songs don't fit your church. That's how I got started. We had a small worship community, we were having prayer nights, and the big anthems that were out there felt too big for my community. It didn't feel like it matched. So I needed to find something that did fit my community, and turns out I had to write them myself. Maybe you feel the same way. Well, that probably means that you need to be writing. Or maybe you have been writing for a while, but you need help. I think sometimes we over-romanticize the songwriting craft, and we treat it like, okay, you just walk out into an open meadow and you feel for a while and then you have a song. No, it's a skill, and it's a skill that you can learn just like anything else. And finally, if you feel like you have something to say, well then you probably should say it, but maybe you need help saying it better. Maybe you've tried things like this before. Maybe you've tried looking up blogs and articles. Well, I can tell you that those are only so helpful. If you Google, hey, how to write a worship song, you're bound to get something that is very general and very vague and not all that specific to your song, and therefore it's not going to give you a whole lot of transformation. Maybe you've tried artist interviews. Okay, your favorite worship artist, you go and listen to an interview they give about songwriting. Well, what I've found is that artists are feelers, and they're very good at getting in touch with their feelings and writing and executing, which is why they got well known. But they're not always good at explaining their process. It's just like many great athletes do not automatically become great coaches. And in fact, some of the best coaches were not star athletes because those are two different skills. The doing and the explaining, well, those aren't the same thing. So if you've listened to artist interviews and you found them, maybe not as helpful as you had hoped, I understand why. But finally, maybe you've tried conferences, retreats, and intensives, or a worship school. And I'll tell you right now, I have nothing bad to say about those. I've been to those and I love them, but you need to have realistic expectations about what they're for. If you go to something like that, here's what's going to happen. You are going to make some awesome friends, and you should. You're going to have some great relationships. You're going to get encouraged. You're going to be inspired. You're going to be around like-minded people. Maybe you'll get new ideas, and it'll send you off in a new direction. So that is all absolutely wonderful. But in a 4-day conference, or even a 2-week-long worship school, you are not going to see long-lasting transformation. Because that's not how it works. We don't go to school for 2 weeks and then know everything that we need to know to be successful in life. It takes time, and it takes concerted effort over time to see improvement. So don't expect that a conference or a retreat is going to do that for you. You know what you actually need? You need tools and know-how. And that's what this course offers. Yes, encouragement and relationships are really important, but at some point, it's like carpentry or bricklaying. You have to know, what are my tools and what am I doing with them? And that's what this course is for. So why should you listen to me? Well, I've been playing guitar for over 20 years and writing songs for about that long. And I've seen the band from a lot of different aspects. I play acoustic and electric guitar and bass and some other stuff you've never heard of. And I've had the opportunity to play in some fun venues. But the thing I'm most proud of is this, that I've written, recorded, and released my own original worship album. I did the whole thing. And I want more people to do that, because there is no greater fulfillment, in my opinion, than writing a worship song that your community can sing and then make their own. That's what I love to do, and I want to help you do it. So here's what you'll get in this course. You'll get bulletproof principles of songwriting. There are some rules that do not change with trends or time. Great writing is great writing, and we're going to look at what makes great writing. You'll find out what words have power and which words don't, so that you can actually master the English language rather than it mastering you. You'll get to watch the process of revision and see a lyric go from half-baked to finish. A lot of people will talk about the importance of the rewrite. Oh yeah, it's really important to rewrite and not be too married to your first draft, and you need to revise things. But you don't always get to see what they're talking about. It's sort of a cloaked process. Well, not in this case. You're gonna look over my shoulder, you're gonna watch me start with a lyric that's okay, and then you'll see how I tweak it and move things around, the walls I hit, the solutions I found, until I finally got to a verse that I was proud of. And finally, you'll get all this, the on-demand lessons with assignments to keep you on track. So at the end of every lecture, you will get an assignment telling you, this is your job, this is what you're gonna work on so that you can improve. Here's the offer. You'll get my 5 lesson modules, you'll get the assignments and the worksheets, you'll get the lesson audio and the song tracks so you can listen wherever, and you'll get on-demand access for life. Plus, to make it even more sweet, you will get written feedback on one original worship song. So you send me a demo, just a simple, phone or voice recording of your worship song along with the lyrics, and I will send you back written feedback on what I like about your song, how you could improve it, how you could improve your next song. Plus, you'll also get a 45-minute coaching video call. So after you've done that demo and I've given you my feedback, we're going to talk about your song specifically and ways that you can improve as a songwriter. All that is included in the course. In fact, I'm so confident that I can help you write better worship songs that I'll add this. If you work through the course and you're not happy for whatever reason, I'll give you your money back. Just email me and we'll make it happen. No questions, no fuss, because I know that these principles work. They've worked in my own songwriting career, and I've helped other people write better songs, so I know it's going to work for you. So click on the link nearby to get access, and don't delay, because you're only moments away from becoming a better songwriter. All right, God bless and goodbye.